And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. And I say that with a pinch of salt because I expect a lot of you out there are absolutely worrying yourselves to death that something bad is going on and we're dipping. But I am here, safe hands, Mind Crypto, still here bringing you the news and trying to keep everything calm. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be taken or seen as a signal to buy or to sell. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already. You'll be helping me out with the YouTube algorithms. But we look at these crypto bubbles. Some good news. We're up 2 ranks to 69 with a market cap of $1.16 billion. Current price sitting under that $100. But again, really doesn't bother me in the slightest. As we can see, the 24-hour volume just under that $24 million. Currently up 2% in the hour, down 4.9% in the day, and down 15.2% in the week. Now, this does not really bother me. As I said, I'm just here patiently because I am not a short-term thinker. Short-term, short-sighted, and we're going to talk about that today. Now, I see this from crypto banker SHX, and I thought this was quite apt. He says, I'm completely numb to downward movement. I do not give an F. I generally laugh at the manipulation. Long term is only temporary. I don't focus on short term targets. This market will peak in 2050 when it will be worth quadrillions. We're still early and it's effing stupid. Now, he's probably quite right. I know that target of 2050 is a long, long way away. But in terms of investment, now that is what he's talking about. Because obviously, investments are long term thinking. Now, I still believe things will move way quicker than that. But we're here, we're patient. I don't think short term, I think long term. But I'm thinking more in the terms of 2 to 5 years. Now, I don't think I'll ever sell all my quant, as I've told you before. But that's just my personal opinion. A lot of people will say, well, why don't you sell, buy back cheaper? I don't play those games. It's not really something I'm that bothered about. I've got other things going on in my life. I can sit there waiting on my bags. Now, also, I posted this yesterday. Building, building, building. That's all I need to know and see. Quant is securing the biggest partnerships in this space. Price action doesn't phase me in the slightest. It's just another opportunity. Now, because we saw this from Quant. Quant, alongside R3, has been selected to produce technology prototype for experimentation phase in the UK's regulated liability network. Quant's technologies were built from the ground up for deployment in highly regulated use cases such as this. Learn more about our role in delivering the digital infrastructure that firms across the ecosystem can connect into and innovate further. So that there in itself, they are building, they are working. That's all I care about. Now, there's so many things going on with regards to quant. We've got RLN, we've got the BIS, we've got the Bank of England, we've got CBDCs, we've got wholesale CBDCs. All this to come, but yet people are so short term. When anything moves downwards, everybody gets a little bit scared, a little bit fearful, and start to drop their bags. Now, in my personal opinion, I think that is absolutely ludicrous because if you look here yesterday, been a while, but they're back. Two texts from CB to private wallet. Total texts today was 3,298 quant, which, yeah, $325,000 isn't a lot. But if you look at the total texts for this week, in the last 6 days, this particular wallet has accumulated 9,385 quant. That's over $1 million. Now, because I look on chain, I see things that probably most other people don't see. And this gives me confidence because if they're still accumulating and stacking, then that tells me that it's an overreaction within the market. Absolutely. Because if smart money is still stacking quant or any other coins, and retail is just dumping, dumping, dumping out of fear. That's just way too emotional for my liking. Now, we've also got to keep in mind this. If we look at this designed around the Wall Street cheat sheet, you can see here we have that bull, we have that bear, and we're still well within this accumulation range. I think everybody's just expecting it just to pop completely, and we're into this euphoric moment where we're seeing dollars just being printed. Now, we've got a bit of time. This is a bit of patience, and we are coiling. I think we'll see Probably towards the end of the year where we start to see things really start to move upwards, where we start to move towards that disbelief. Remember, that's not financial advice, and neither is it a signal to buy because this is a speculative market. But again, I'm here for the long term. I'm not looking at short term gains. I'll hold this until it's time to offload some because it benefits my life. It's a great opportunity for me because I'll be stacking a few more of these in my bag. Whilst everybody's starting to dump, I'll keep buying. It's as simple as that. Because as we get closer to this coiling up here around the end of the year, I think we'll start to see some positive movement. And even if we don't, I'll still keep stacking until that moment comes because I believe in quant. I believe in the fundamentals. I believe in what I see. Because as I can see so far, none of the top 100 wallets, which I call the smart money, is moving anything. Now, if they're not moving anything, neither am I. So I'll let all the other retailers that are really emotional just sell off and just keep bringing that price down. I'd love to see the price drop. I'd love to see it drop further because I'm here for the long term. That's why it doesn't bother me. I have a long term play on this. Whereas if you're here for the short term, this will absolutely put you in frustration and fear because you want to have that Lambo next year. You want to be, sipping champagne on your yacht or whatever. That does not excite me at all because I keep things real. I'm looking for long term profits that will come eventually. I'm patient. And like I said, I'm here, calm hands, just waiting and maybe waiting for those bags that people are going to sell. Now, we also see this from Greg Lunt. Now, this is big, big SATP update. So we see here Settle, an open source protocol working on the US regulated liability network with the NY Fed. He says here, who has Deloitte as an early investor and was once labeled a quant competitor, has reached out to SATP working group, suggesting they very much like to contribute to the protocol. Hey guys, can we be included too? Type sort of energy, waving the white flag, submitting to Gilbert's vision. It's quite clear at this point, API gateways are the dominant force in the cross-network asset transfers. Everyone in the regulated digital finance space is beginning to see it. Are you? And as we can see here, the email. I'm the CEO of Settle, and we have been heavily involved in the development of the regulated liability network. We go to the highlighted points. We provided the technology, the trial with the NY Fed last year, and before that in the UK and Singapore. It says down here, we would very much like to contribute to the SATP working group. It will be good if we could assist with a view of incorporating the SATP standard where we can. Now, if that doesn't tell you that we're slowly eating up the competition because of standards, we know Gilbert was all about standards. Create the standards, then build the infrastructure upon it. Just patience, in my opinion, my personal opinion. That's what I'm doing. I'll just stay patient, keep stacking, and keep my mind clear. And not follow all the noise and everything, everybody throwing all the toys out of the pram, absolutely packing themselves. It really doesn't bode well for any future gains. So I'm here waiting. So stay strong out there, guys. Stay alert, stay focused. All the best, and I'll catch you later.